The opinions expressed on this program are solely those of its hosts, guests, or callers, and do not necessarily represent the opinions of WTBR-FM, its management, other producers, or sponsors.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gather round for the show that's like a three-legged dog at a race. Adorably chaotic and a little bit sad.
I'm a cotton-headed ninny-muggins.
Welcome to Not Your Cup of Tea, the podcast that promises absolutely nothing and delivers even less.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
If you've ever wondered what it's like to eavesdrop on a conversation between two people who clearly have no idea what they're doing,
it'd be a lot cooler if you did.
well, congratulations. You've come to the right place. We're here to tackle the hard-hitting issues, like which sock goes missing in the dryer and why your cat refuses to acknowledge your existence. Get ready for the roller coaster ride of utter nonsense, complete with all the twists, turns, and unexpected drops you never signed up for.
It's a good thing you were wearing that helmet.
Our hosts will be diving into topics that even a casual Google search would be embarrassed by. Now, grab your favorite snack, preferably not a salad because who are we kidding, and get comfy as we plunge into this delightful dumpster fire of absurdity. And now, without further ado and with only a minor degree of regret, let's kick this shindig off. Prepare yourselves for the wild ride that is not your cup of tea.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, huh? Or shindig.
Shindig.
It's a shindig.
Welcome to the shindig.
Welcome to Chuck and Billy's Not Your Cup of Tea. Are we hearing each other? Oh, there we go. All right, cool.
I was hearing you.
I couldn't hear you. I was like, what's going on?
I don't know, but like...
I got it. We're good.
We're good. I don't know, but my mic has this weird sound to it.
Oh, it's like a robot.
Yeah.
What?
Why is that?
Oh, no.
La, 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 loo.
Okay, so we're having...
I am your father.
So Billy's in a fan, just so you guys know. I don't know what's going on. Do you want to switch mics?
No.
No, you don't want to?
No, yeah, I definitely do. So, hold on, let's put me on this one.
What's that, 2? Let's try 2.
Check 1, 2.
There you go.
That sounds a lot better.
That was terrifying.
That was...
Luke.
But it was funny.
It was good. People are probably like, oh, we want to hear the fan again. You guys are our fans.
Figures it was mine.
Knee slapper. So life sucks. I'm exhausted. Big time.
I think everybody is.
Oh, like allergies suck. You were just talking about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like ugh.
Do you ever just want to take your eyeball out and run it under the water and then put it back in?
Here we go.
Let's just clean off the pollen that's in there.
There we go. Wait, upside down. There we go.
Yeah.
Why am I looking upside down and right side up? This is weird.
I feel like Steve Buscemi in that movie.
Yeah. I'll
Was
take
it Mr. Deeds?
Yeah, Mr. Deeds. Oh, what was that other movie? What's that guy that is in Young Frankenstein? He has the weird eyes. They're always everywhere. I can't remember his name, but something like that.
Something like that.
I'd look something like that. So anyways, this is Chuck and Billy's Not Your Cup of Tea on WTBR 89.7 Pittsfield and WSBR 88.1 in Lee. So hey, that was funny. We usually do that right in the beginning. We just totally forgot.
It's okay.
It's all right. It's no big deal. So like all my employees like me. It's weird. I don't like that.
You what?
I said all my employees like me. I don't like that.
Well,
no, I'm just kidding.
I don't like you.
It's okay. Not very many people do. I'm fine with that.
This whole time, all these 20-something years, I never liked you.
It's totally fine. Just as long as we do the radio show, we're good.
Yeah. I'll send you some messages on PlayStation every once in a while, but that doesn't mean I like you.
My PlayStation hasn't been on in days, dude.
I know. Did you know that you can actually go in there and you can see how many days it's been?
Yeah.
It was like 29.
29 days for me.
Yeah, something like that, or 30 days or something like that.
Crazy.
I went on because I was like, I wonder what Chucky's been playing lately.
Nothing.
Nothing. He's like, I haven't either. I haven't been on either.
It's ridiculous. I'm like, oh, I want to play a game. I turn it on and go, out. Right in my desk chair. Gone.
Well, I had to get a memory bank.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because like the console was getting full. So I had to do that before I could like update some of the games.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then I went on and was looking around, and I was like, I wonder what Chucky's been doing. Nothing. Just like me.
I want to get the little card that goes there into the Samsung one that you slide in there. It's like 2 terabytes. You pop your top off, and that sounds good. Anyway, you pop your top off. Anyway.
This one's pretty easy. It's a Seagate, and it's 5 terabytes.
Yeah, that's what I got. I got one that's 5 terabytes.
Yeah, and it just plugs into
I
the
just
USB.
Hold them on the ones, and then if I want to use them, I'll delete the other ones I don't want. So,
yeah, it's not bad. It was pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, some
Just
people are
plug
like,
it in.
I don't get it.
So just plug it in, and then it tells you what to do.
Yeah, what do you do? Well, what you do is focus. That's what.
Did
you
I
do.
tell you that I finally was able to turn the voice off?
Oh, finally?
Yeah, I figured it out.
That drives people nuts.
Yeah, she was telling me everything I was doing. I was like, stop telling me what I'm doing. I already know.
You're shooting somebody. Bad. Like, what?
I don't remember how she was doing it, but like it was like every single move that you made, like not in the games, but like outside of the game.
Yeah.
Like right before the game. Like you're
You're
turning the game on. No,
You're selecting
really?
known address.
Yeah, you're selecting this. You're doing this. You're doing that.
Stop it.
It's distracting.
It's annoying.
It's very distracting. I'm like, oh, I'm getting confused because I'm like, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm pushing buttons. Leave me alone.
Why are you telling people what I'm doing?
Stop it. You're gonna make me look bad.
Yeah.
It's funny because when I first got one, I was like, go up, down. What was like,
Yeah.
what? And I was like, no, this got to go.
Left, right.
This has got to go.
R2.
Yeah. L1. Push the start button. I don't want to.
Oh, but in any case, it's all set.
You're like, thank God.
Yeah.
I don't have to
I was
listen to you
very
anymore.
relieved. I was very relieved.
You're probably like, oh, she's gone.
Now, it would be really cool if you could actually pick the voice.
There is a way.
Because then you could pick like a non-threatening, non-annoying voice.
Good child.
No, that would be horrible. That would be.
You're doing it good. Oh,
No. Oh, like a celebrity, maybe.
or like a heavy breather. You're like,
Make it
you're
really
going
funny.
Right. You're going left.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me get my oxygen. Okay, push the A button.
Push the A button.
What? There is no A button.
It'd be like you had company in the house.
My bad. X. Actually, it's the cross button.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Like, people are like, push the X button. I was like, it's cross button. They're like, no, it isn't. I'm like, yes, it is.
Well,
Look
it's
it up.
X to me.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was like. It's X.
I look at it and I see an X.
Yep. If it goes like this, that's an X. If it goes like this, that's a cross. That's my opinion.
Yeah. But it does. It goes like an X.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could make it a cross section, whatever. But still, it doesn't make any sense.
Maybe. Crisscross.
There's people that say push the O. I'm like, it's not an O. It's a circle. What do you call the square? Rectangle?
Press the one with the straight sides.
Yeah. Press the one with all 4 sides.
All 4 sides. 90-degree angles.
What? Imagine if it was like really bad, self-explanatory to the lady, like where she was so over the top about it.
Like every single little tiny detail.
Yeah. Push the circle very gently and make sure you hit it just at the right pressure. Like, what?
Now tap it very, very fast. Tap, 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 tap.
Good boy.
Yeah.
You get a treat. And we're like, all right.
Do you have Scooby snacks in your pantry?
Do you have like the peanut butter thingies for puppies? I like those.
So I always start off by talking about the weather, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's not much to talk about, is there?
No, but why not? Let's do it.
Well, it's been really wet.
Yeah.
It's been really, really wet out there.
Yep.
Which apparently, according to some of the growers in the area, the horticulturers, people who, anyway, they said we need it.
Yeah.
And we do. But on the other hand,
We don't.
I spent Friday digging a little trench around my house, like trying to redirect water from away from the away from the foundation. Yeah, it was pretty. It was like little ponds out there. I was like, we could just go fishing.
Yeah, go swimming.
Yeah. It was like I was contemplating putting a drain in the middle of my yard, like in a shower.
Yeah,
so it could just
like a big one.
I mean, it's great for folks who don't live near like a mountain where the water's coming down, or like a high water table. But for me, it's not. It's not ideal. Like there's a little patch of grass in the backyard that's not mowed. Like, welcome to my jungle. This is where
I flush the toilet.
This is where we swing from trees.
Dun, dun, dun. Just put your little thingy around there. Your little whatever they call it. Anyway,
the floaty, the little ducky floaty,
the little tie down like Tarzan does.
Yeah,
put that on a swing.
I'll make my own harness.
Yeah. Swing from the house.
Out of all the brush.
Yay!
Remember Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? I feel like that in that little patch back there. Like I'm looking for the ant.
It's so big in here.
the little ant that's actually really huge.
Yeah, that's
actually really little.
You should buy one just to put it there.
Yeah.
And be like, take a picture.
And I mean, it's not. It's only because like the mower will sink if it's mowed over there. But that's okay. It's just a small patch.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's better than like a big patch.
Yeah, it's just a landing strip. That's all. It's a little one. Yeah. It's just a little one. But cool. if you try to mow it and turn, it'll just boom.
It's like that thing that they had in Star Wars where it ate all the people.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't anybody walk over there because I have no idea what might be.
Yeah, we have no clue.
What might be over there?
Oh, quicksand.
Somebody's missing.
Yeah.
Check Billy's backyard.
Yeah, he's got that little patch.
They might have fallen in the jungle.
Falling in the jungle.
Yeah,
we got fun and games. Yeah, right.
Yeah, all of the wetness.
Yeah, but it was bad.
We had a lot of rain, and I think it was the consistency of the rain. It just continued to just come down like all day. Even if it was just a little bit, it just continuously came down, didn't stop. Then finally it stopped, and I was like, oh,
I can walk the dog.
Yeah, it was. The sun came out for the past few days, and it's like, well. That's mighty nice of you.
Thanks. Dry this up quick, please.
Yeah.
Fast.
Yeah, just a little.
Yeah.
Just dry a little bit so that when I walk out there, I'm not going to sink in. And I had to give the dog a bath because she was full of mud.
Oh, Lord.
She loved it, though.
Yeah, she was like, yeah!
Splish splashing.
Yeah. Who needs to be Tarzan? I'm a puppy.
Yeah. She was being a puppy. It was awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But yeah, so that has been the way. And I mean, of course, obviously, we all know the pollen out there is just ridiculous, right?
It's brutal.
It's all over our vehicles. Our vehicle, if you have a white vehicle, you look out when you're driving, it's green.
Yeah, you're like, what?
It's got this like green tinge to it.
Someone steal my car.
If you got any color vehicle, it's got like this green tinge to it, much like the WTBR 89.7 thing right here.
Yeah,
the little sound bars,
the box thing.
Yeah. like that color right there on your car as you're driving down, and it won't come off. And when you get out, it sticks to you. It's like,
oh, I hate it. Well, I mean, it's funny because my car is greenish, like a metallic green. So when I drive down the street, it's just like a pollen car.
Yeah. Yeah.
People are like,
yeah.
See ya. I'm like the ice cream man, but I'm giving somebody's allergies.
Yeah, enjoy.
I hope you like this.
You can get that for free.
Yeah, you don't have to pay.
Yeah. I would pay not to have it.
Yeah, I don't want it anymore. I'm so tired of it. Like, I can't even, it's like...
Oh, I know. It's been a tough one. They warn you. At least they warn you out there. They let you know that, hey, the pollen count's high. And it usually is around this time anyways. Tree pollen mostly. And
yeah, I don't like it. It's all my backyard is like covered. It's just bad. Like, I can't even walk out there. I'm like, nope, go, bye.
You know it's bad when you walk outside the door after it's rained and you got like green like stripes everywhere. Like
I know.
That follow the course of the pavement and your yard. You just got this green stripe that just Goes right along to
So bad, dude. The back, like it's like I got racing stripes on my car.
Yeah.
And it's like, where'd I get those? Those are cool.
for free.
Yeah, I know. I didn't even have to pay for those.
Yeah,
Stupid.
didn't even have to pay.
I didn't even have to buy them on Amazon.
No, didn't even have to buy them on Temu.
I didn't have to buy 30 of them just to make them all connect.
Speaking of Temu, I wonder how Temu's doing these days.
I don't know. I haven't.
I wouldn't
ordered
buy anything on Temu.
I have. Actually,
I did
some of the
once.
stuff's not too bad. But
A couple of years ago, I did.
I bought stuff on Shein.
Yeah.
I didn't mind that, but the pants were pretty terrible. I was like, those are high waters. I'm not wearing those. And I bought 34, 32, and I got high waters. I was like, I feel like I'm in the 60s. It's just retarded.
Oh man, my grandmother went to Italy
Oh god.
one year. And we were kids. We were young kids, so she brought back some stuff for my parents.
Yeah.
Some clothes and stuff. And my dad's a big guy.
Yeah.
Okay, normally he's like a 3X or something. You know, he's a big dude. So of course she goes to Italy and she brings back, you know, clothes that are like 9X, right? Thinking it's gonna fit him. And it was like he put on the shirt and it was like one of those belly shirts from the 80s that guys wore. And he's like, "Does this look good? Does this make me look fat?"
Do you remember those?
I was like, "Oh, yeah, I know, the crop tops.
Tops for dudes.
I was like, I laughed. I think I laughed so hard because everything was so small, like so small. But it was labeled as like 9X, and of course my mom was like, you know, she was like, "This makes me feel bad, it's telling me that I'm so big, but I'm not a 4X."
I remember back in the 80s, man, people wearing the crop top shirts for guys, and then they were wearing the short shorts and the high socks and the whatever Reeboks
Or worse, they were wearing those MC Hammer pants with the crop tops.
Yeah. Like
And they had the long hair, but it was crimped, just like the girls used to do. So, like, from behind, you would never know who was
there was
who.
no. Yeah, you're like, yeah, hey, no.
You just you from behind, you didn't know who was who until they turned around.
You're like, hey, it's nice to. What the? Hi, my name's Billy. No.
Yeah.
No. I know him. That's not you.
It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny.
All right, my name's David. No.
There was like a whole line of those those clothes that were like the MC Hammer. They had the pants and the top and like a jacket that went with it, and it was all the same. It was like, well, different colors, like the splash on the side. It was so funny.
You remember the skids? You remember those?
No.
The ones that had like the multicolored like pants that everybody wore. They almost looked like pajama pants. Everybody wore.
I can probably envision it right now.
Oh, I had like 30 pairs of those, man, and I loved them, right? And then I wore them to school, and it just got to the point where people were like, "Why are you wearing pajamas to school?"
Well, why not? Everybody did.
Yeah.
Everybody did.
Yeah, exactly.
Who didn't?
Well, nowadays it's nothing but pajamas and slippers. It's like, why do you even wear clothes?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like Walmart every day. You walk in there, it's like someone with slippers on, somebody with pajamas. It's
because you can get away with it there. So,
no, I know,
like,
but it's just.
Imagine if you didn't find what you were looking for. Oh man, now I got to go home, get dressed. I got to put my shoes on. I got to go to Target.
Yeah, I gotta look spiffy.
I got to go shave. I have to go to Target.
But in Tennessee, when I lived in Tennessee, they wouldn't allow you to do that. Like if you
There's a dress code at Walmart?
Yes. I'm not joking. I'm being serious. I walked in normal. I was all dirty because I worked at a company building boat motors, right? Mm-hmm. So I was covered in grease and all the garbage that I was doing for the
company.
And I came in. This guy was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Buying stuff." And he's like, "You need to get changed." I was like, "Excuse me." He's like, "We have a dress code." I was like,
"Pardon me."
I went like this. I was like, dress code at Walmart like that. He's like, yeah. I was like, is this a church like that? He's like, no. I was like, well, it seems like a church, but no, I'm saying.
Well, pardon my biscuits. I shall go home and change into something more presentable.
Yes, I'll bring back my Bentley. So I went.
Come pick me up.
Yeah, I left. I was like, this is so dumb. So I left. And I dressed. I had a suit that I wore because we had a party at our shop. Yeah. So I wore an entire suit, came with a necktie, took a shower, everything. I came back. I was like, he's like, "Sir, how are you?" I was like, "You don't remember me?" He was like, "Absolutely not." I was like, "The all greasy guy you just told to go home like that." He was like, oh, you look good. I was like, I look dapper. And I walked away. And I went into the men's section. I bought some pants, some jeans, flip-flops, and a tank top. And I changed, put my suit in a bag. I asked the lady, and I changed. And she's like, yeah. So I bought my stuff out in the back area. And she scanned it up, took all the tags off, and I had the receipt in my hand. And I walked up, and he's like, sir, we have a dress code. I was like, suit's right here, bro. You don't remember me? How do you forget me 3 times?
Yeah. Yeah, you're pretty unforgettable.
He's like, yeah. He's like, oh, why'd you change? I was like, because I wanted to look nice.
So you have a dress code, and
so bad.
people can't wear the clothes they buy in your store.
No, apparently not.
Apparently not.
You couldn't. I went in there one day.
We have a dress code here at the Wale Marte.
We have a dress code here at One Mare.
One
Mare.
Wale Marte.
One Mart. One Mart.
That's crazy.
It's stupid, dude. It was so bad. And then I heard it's so bad there. Like, I thought being in Tennessee was, going to be different. Like, it wasn't going to be, yeah, don't get me wrong. It was great people there. They always were nice, and they always said hi, blah, blah, blah.
Except for the Walmart greeter who told you to change.
He wouldn't even give me a sticker. Anyways, I was so angry.
The nerve, the audacity.
Yeah, where's the smiley one, jerk? Anyway, so I was in there one day with my buddy Joe, and we were buying something, and he was like, yeah, I'll be right back. And I said, okay, so I hear this girl, right? Like, Valley girl straight up. But when she said she farted, but she didn't say that. She went, I farted. Dude, I lost it. She was talking to her friend. She was like,
farted.
Yeah, she was like, I farted. I was like, and I didn't know what she was saying. And then I walked by and I was like, wow, I know exactly what you just said.
Yeah, you figured it out.
She was like, I farted. I farted. It would have been funny if she was like, I foofed.
Yeah, it probably would have been easier to understand.
I was like, what is farted? I didn't even know
what is it? But it was past tense for something.
It was so casual. I farted. What? What did you do? What are you buying?
Accents are great. Accents are great for words like that.
It was so
for
bad.
words like that.
I farted.
If you hear the English accent, fart.
I farted.
I farted. Now, I farted. Now, anytime that you hear exactly. Anytime that you hear an English accent, most of the time, the first thing that pops into most people's heads is sophistication, right? Like tea and crumpets and pantaloons and things like that. But then you hear everyday word like that we use as a joke or for something funny that we do that makes noise, and you hear farted. Farted. My car keeps farting.
My car's blowing gas.
Yes, exactly. But that cracks me up, and it could be any accent in the world. Just use that word, and that's it. I'll be on the floor. Farted. You guys, if she put it together like toot and foofed, like I fooded. I fooded. It's so bad. You fooded. And she's like. There was a big debate I saw on a meme about, or actually it was a video. It was a video about girls who don't fart in front of their boyfriends or their husbands, or whether or not they should or whatever. And of course I broke my ankle running to the comments. Okay, so I'm sitting in the comments and I'm reading all the comments, and most of the people in the comments feel the same way as I do. It's like, if you gotta go, you gotta go. If you it's better out than in, I always say. Yeah, you don't want to hold it in. It's gonna be you're gonna be sweating. Exactly, and then things just go wrong. Okay, these guys probably love what we're talking about right now. Yeah, I mean, things go wrong. But then I saw comments where men were like, "Oh, that's gross when a woman." Well, you know what? It's human. It's a human thing. It's a human thing, man. Relax. And I mean, they were serious about it. They were like, "Oh, I go in the other room," and I get that. I do get that. I understand going in the other room
and laugh. That's what I do.
To be polite. If I got a house full of people, sure. I'm definitely gonna, just to be polite, I'm gonna go in the other room, whatever. But in front of your significant other, if it's if it's in a long-term relationship. And you got to go. If you got to let it out, let it out.
Just let it out. Like you're sitting at a party.
Like, I'll rate it.
And you see your wife, and she's like, she's like, and just looks around like she just lifted her leg, and everyone's like, "Well, this dip smells weird. Is it the celery? It could be." And you just get up, and it just floats. And everyone's like, "Ooh."
Well, to contradict that
So
video,
funny.
there's the videos of people who are like, "Guess my font."
You guess my food.
And their significant other is right on the money.
Yeah, it's so funny.
How funny is that?
It's so funny. Guess it.
And then it happens.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I'm like, that cracks me up because obviously they know their partner so well.
It's so funny.
And they act so surprised, because it's kind of surprising.
It's like, how'd you know?
It's actually amazing.
It's great. I watched so many of those. I've laughed so hard.
Those are really funny. And see, that's what makes your relationship a lot of fun.
It is.
You got to have a little bit of fun. You got to be a little bit immature sometimes.
Yeah, it happens, and where you're just like sitting there, and your wife or your girlfriend, whatever, just blows one off, and you're like, "What the heck?" And you just get up and leave, but you're laughing. You're laughing.
It's funny.
You can't just say, "Oh, you're gross. What's wrong with you?"
How can you be gross? How can it?
You do it.
It is what it is.
You do it, and you're just like, "Ha ha."
It's a natural human response, but have a little fun in life.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is some folks just don't know when to be immature.
Yeah.
And not to be immature.
Yeah. It's like, "Brr, I parted your hair." How's your eyebrows feel?
As you're serving strangers in a restaurant setting, that's not okay. But
That would be funny. Like
if I were to witness something like that, I probably would die.
The girl's like, "Here's your barbecue chew." Is that extra sauce or?
Yeah, that would if I witnessed something like that, I'd probably die.
Her whole face would just be like, "I'm so sorry."
I would have to go outside
I'd be like,
because
I'll be
I
right
would
back.
I would just be laughing
I
so
would
hard.
die. I would literally be like, "I gotta go to the bathroom," or something. Just start laughing.
That's it. But I wouldn't be grossed out, but I would just start laughing. But a lot of people would be grossed out. A lot of people would be grossed out.
Here's your chicken milk. Sorry about that. I just, oh God, it hurts. Let it free, sweetheart. No,
Well, I guess you
wait.
got to imagine that, like, if you're holding it in all day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if you're having one of those days and you're holding it in all day, at
Sitting in
some point, it's like the pressure of a volcano, right?
Yeah.
So the moment you make a movement that it puts any extra pressure there, it's gonna happen no matter what you do. So better out than in, I always say.
Yeah. Being in a church.
Yeah, but it's horrible because you're sitting on those pews.
He's like,
and it's
like,
and it's the worst. It's the worst. It's the worst because there's no hiding it.
And it's so echoey.
There's no hiding it.
It sounds like a dog that just got hit.
So you got to pick the best time to do it when the choir's singing.
Yeah.
That's when you put a little bass in it. But but no matter what you do, those pews are
They're bad,
they're
dude.
wooden. They're solid
so
wooden
bad.
pews, and if you do that, it just reverberates.
Yeah.
I mean, the person on the other end of the pew can feel it.
Yep.
There's nothing you can do.
No, they're like,
I go, somebody did something down there.
did you guys feel that earthquake? Yeah. I think that was a tremor.
Did the church get massaging pews? Because this is different.
Oh, that's nice. What happened?
Because they are
there?
not comfortable.
No.
They're not comfortable. Just like the ones in
not.
court, they're just not comfortable.
They're
They have this
terrible.
weird, curvature to them that no human being ever can really sit in.
Yeah, it's like
It pushes your bottom lumbar right out.
you look like T-Rex.
Yeah. It pushes
It's
your.
just comfy.
It's either it doesn't touch your bottom lumbar back at all, so you got this curve going on, and that kind of hurts because there's no support. And then in the upper part of your back, it's pushing up against you.
It's so bad.
Whoever designed them, really,
We had a broken back.
I don't know.
Had some kind of curvature to the spine because that doesn't.
They thought that was the best seat in the house. Like,
this is going to work. I can see it.
I mean, I guess depending on which church you're going to, you know how many times you stand up and sit down, stand up and sit down. It depends on what you're doing.
But they creak so much.
They do. They do.
And you're so embarrassed. Like,
yeah, and just if you just shift your body weight a little bit, yeah.
Or
say you had to get up.
You're listening to Chuck and Billy's Not Your Cup of Tea on WTBR 89.7 and
WSBR
88.1.
in the.
We will be right back after this commercial break.
The BRTA offers training to any person or group new to using the bus system or the process. We have a certified travel trainer that will make the process easier. Our travel trainer will ride the bus with you until you are more comfortable with how everything works. They can teach you about fares, how to read the schedules, how to get on or off the bus, and pedestrian safety. If you are interested in this service, please email traveltraining@berkshirerta.com.
Support for this public service announcement comes from Berkshire Community College and Park Square Productions.
All right, we're back.
Welcome back to Chuck and Billy's Not Your Cup of Tea.
Thank you, BTR something. Whatever. BR, whatever.
BRTA?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow. Anyways.
You just listened to that.
I know. It's so bad.
I used
to work there. I used to work there. But I feared it.
And they let you go.
But I got feared.
You let go, and then they let you go. I
got feared.
You got feared?
You got feared.
Well,
what do you mean I'm feared?
Well, I suppose that like the words that are spoken by by these folks, the Valley, so to speak.
The Valley people.
They just kind of have their own like language, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
can you imagine going to learn English and the teacher speaks like that?
From the Valley.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, gag me with a spoon.
Can you imagine how confused people would be? What?
Yeah, they're all like Spanish.
They're thinking
they're all
not even
Spanish, and they're like,
not even Spanish. They could be French. They could be
anything. Yeah,
and just trying to make sense of what was just said. Gag me with a spoon.
Yeah, they'd be like, gag me with a spoon.
How does that work?
Yeah, what are you doing? What do you mean, gag spoon?
How does that work?
Yeah. I don't understand.
I don't understand. Yeah,
what do you mean,
exactly.
gag with spoons?
Gag with spoon? In Russia, we know gag
we
with
beat
spoon.
You with spoon. Spanking head. Spong bong, yeah.
But that's exactly it. Like,
yeah.
That would be hilarious, I think.
What do you mean, gag me with a spoon?
I like rusty spoons.
I don't like that. That's very bad. It could hurt.
How does one gag another with a spoon?
How do you gag another with a spoon?
Yeah,
what are you doing?
Imagine all the questions.
Yeah. And she's
okay, this class is over. Do we have any questions? All their arms go up.
They would be like, she would be like, I'm so done here. I just can't do it with you people. You're so stupid.
Just like every single eyebrow is up.
And they're like, here's my friend Jennifer. She's going to help you. She's my assistant, teacher assistant. Wait, what?
I'm going to Rodeo Drive.
I'm going to Rodeo Drive. I'm going to take my Beamer.
Yeah.
Or my Jaguar.
Yeah.
Jaguar.
But yeah, that
would be the gist.
I'm picturing it, and I'm like, this is kind of funny.
She'd be all dressed like chewing her gum.
Yeah. Some jobs are just not meant for some people.
Yeah, no. What jobs would be funny for people? That would be a good one, man.
You can be anything you want to be.
Just not a Valley girl.
Just within reason.
Yeah. I'm going to try to be a Valley girl.
Yeah.
Got me with a spoon.
Is it even a profession though? That could be the debate.
Yeah, it's not a profession. It's just a terrifying thing.
I mean, I guess it depends on if she gets paid to do something by speaking.
Could you see her being one of those people that call you for your car insurance?
Oh.
Like, I called
your warranty?
Yeah, I called you for your warranty.
Your extended warranty or whatever?
Like, it's way too expensive.
It's like expiring soon.
Yeah, you need to get it done or something.
You have to re-roll, reenact.
She was like playing with her nails.
Re-enroll. Yeah.
Like, let me show you.
Yeah. Filing.
Yeah.
You can hear the file.
Yeah, you hear let me file this for you. Yeah.
Exactly.
I chipped it. Wait, what? Sorry, I chipped your folder.
Any customer service would be difficult.
I couldn't even see
Are
him.
you stupid? Didn't you just hear what I said?
I said I checked your folder. You're so dumb.
You're supposed to pay this, bill.
I'm hanging up now.
Yeah. I've had enough of you. I'm hanging up now.
Call my friend Jennifer. She'll help you.
May I speak to the manager? I am the manager.
My friend Jennifer's the manager, but she made me the manager right now today. So.
Right now today.
Right now today. I feared it.
That's funny. That is funny though. To actually go to a department store and experience that.
Oh, good Lord.
It's a good story though. It's a good story to tell.
It's funny though, but it was so bad. I was just in awe. Like, what does that mean? Until I walked through the dust.
Yeah.
Well, the cropping.
You figured it out.
The cropping.
Yeah. The dust crop. Yep.
I was like, I don't even know what you. Okay. Wow. Oh my God.
Yeah, I know what that word means now.
That is cottage cheese.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
boy.
bad. But I don't know who she was with. The girl was looking at her weird. She when she said I feared it like that, she was like, and just stared at her like, what?
Yeah, her friend didn't understand it either.
No. But she was so.
She's probably like, "What are you doing?
What are you talking about?"
I could just imagine like Alicia Silverstone, and her friends, like
Clueless.
yeah, going into the store and trying to do that. That's where my mind went.
I had half an M&M yesterday. Oh my God, I'm so fat.
Speaking of Alicia Silverstone, I watched Blast from the Past yesterday. I haven't seen that in so long.
Love that movie.
It's such a great movie. Brendan Fraser.
My favorite part in that entire movie. I don't know why, but it is the part where he's like, "This is where it takes off right here," and he goes,
"Yeah,"
and she's like, "Okay,"
yeah.
and she's like, "Oh my God, Perry Como."
His excitement is great, but see, that to me just shows how you can take the most mundane thing and it could be enough.
Yep.
So everything was so simple for him, and it was enough to make him happy. Where we got people today that it has to be there more and more and more and more and more. I gotta have more, and that makes me happy. But he had the most simple things made him happy. A record,
so funny.
It was cool. But yeah, I watched that yesterday, and I was like, I haven't seen this in so long.
I love Christopher Walken.
Yeah, yeah, especially in that movie.
Yeah, he was great in that movie. The part
Sissy Spacek,
yeah,
she's classic.
Like the part where he's sitting there, he's like, "What I did is I took the projector and I turned it around, and now we can watch it like we're watching TV, but it's backwards. It's okay.
Yeah,
you can watch it."
yeah. That was a good role.
It was great. He was good. He's good in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
I didn't. What was the ones that he did? There was ones I didn't really. I can't remember the name of the movie that I watched. I didn't really care for it, but I do love him. He's awesome. He's great. I can't remember the name of it, but
he's a rarity.
He is. I'm gonna go down to Chuck and Billy's, not your cup of tea, and I'm gonna be the special guest. It's gonna be a wild time. That'd be great. People be like, "Oh my God, he's there."
It sounds like something he'd even say.
Yeah.
So, well, I mean, he was in Joe Dirt too. When he was in that, and
I forgot about that.
Yeah, as the Wit Pro mafia guy.
Oh yeah,
he was in Witness Protection. Of course, Joe Dirt screwed that up on him, so he had to play dead.
Yep.
Yeah, that was good too.
That was a good movie. That would be so funny to have him actually come here. People
No,
like,
it wasn't me. It was Joe.
no, it wasn't me. It was Joe. It's so funny.
Yeah,
he's such an awesome dude. I wish I would love to have speak to him in person.
I think it would be great to have like the real Christopher Walken and you, and just like have each of you talk at different times in Christopher Walken's voice.
Yeah,
and see if we can figure out who's who.
Well, it's not hard because I can't even talk half the time.
Yeah, well,
because I'm dying.
We would bring him in on the game.
Yeah,
so he'd have to just change a little bit of his voice to see if we can match it up as close as possible and see who is who.
He'd walk in and be like, "Hi, my name is Chuck.
Yeah,
how are you? This is Chuck and Billy's Not Your Cup of Tea on WTBR 89.7 Pittsfield."
You gotta get the whisper in there.
He does it all the time. I love it. I gotta.
Does it make yes? Does it make you wonder if he talks like that in real life? Like, is it a normal for him, or is it just his movie persona? Like every character in each movie kind of speaks the same way.
I don't know. I think he does it a lot. I don't know if it's like. I don't know if it's just a character thing, like you were saying, that maybe he does it in real life. That'd be so funny where he's like sitting at the dinner table. He's just talking to his family. He's like, "I love gravy."
That's exactly what I mean.
My turkey and some bacon. It would be like
stuffing.
I love stuffing. It's so delish. It'd be great.
That'd be pretty funny.
We could see if we can get him in here.
Yeah.
I'd die if he was like, "I'll be there." I'd be like, "What?" I'd be like, "No way."
It would probably have to be remote.
No, it would be awesome if he was like, "I'll show up," and he actually showed up in the studio and was like, "I'm here.
Yeah.
Where do I sit?
Yeah.
Do I sit
Pick a spot?
This chair.
Or this one.
Or this one right here.
Are we on the air?
I like this chair. It's nice. It's very good. What do you do?" We talk. You talk. Just calm down. Don't get all uppity. I wonder if it's like an anger thing, like when he whispers. Like if he gets mad.
He calms himself down.
Yeah, he's like, "You're so annoying. I'm gonna hurt you really bad." He just chills out when he says it.
As if he doesn't, he's gonna say something he regrets.
Yeah, "You're gonna hurt really. I just can't beat you." It's just
as hard
as I wanna, but I can't. Stupid.
Yeah, he's like rethinking his life choices at that moment.
He's like, "All right, I'm sorry.
I better not be aggressive."
I wouldn't. He seems like a guy that if you get angry, he's gonna mess you up. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm wrong, but
I think all he's got to do is look at you a certain way. You know how like some people have that aggressive look, like it just immediately, like the crazy eyes. Like, yeah.
From New Guy?
Yeah.
I love that movie.
The crazy eye look. Like, it does not matter about anything but that one look. And you're like, all right, yeah, I'm good. All right. Yep, I'm going to just keep my mouth shut.
I'll calm down. I'm so sorry.
I'll put myself in the corner.
I will never mock you again, Christopher Walken.
Maybe. Or maybe the guy has never been aggressive at all in his whole entire life.
Probably not. He's probably been like the nicest dude on the planet.
Soft-spoken.
Mowing his lawn. Just people are like, "Hey, Chris." He's like, "How are you?
Yeah.
Would you like me to mow your lawn?" You know,
yeah.
I'll do it. For a price. It would be so funny, dude. It would be great.
I think it would be awesome to have him as a neighbor.
Yeah.
Do you think he's one of those neighbors that, like, if you went on vacation, he'd watch your house for you?
Yeah, that would be creepy, wouldn't it?
It would be, yeah.
I drank all your whiskey.
I drank all your whiskey.
It was really good. Don't know where you got it. I got hammered really bad and slept in the dog bed.
Which is, by the way, very comfortable.
It was very nice. Dog wasn't happy, but it was good.
Oh, that would be so funny.
It would be so great. I just couldn't, like, yeah, here's the keys, Chris. You can do whatever you want. Whatever I want. That's good. I'll see you soon.
At least your house will still be standing.
Yeah. Sometimes. I get a wrecking ball, make a new room just for me.
We'll call it the walk-in.
We'll call it the walk-in closet. Yes.
Oh, that's funny.
Do you notice I emphasize the walk-in? Delish.
Oh, yeah, but that definitely... I think I would let him go and hang out in my house if I was going on vacation.
I would. That would be great.
Be like, yeah, I guess who's watching my house?
Guess who's watching my house? Christopher Walken's in there. Christopher Walken's in my house. Call him up.
For real, watch this, guys.
Hello.
See, I told you.
Who are you?
You're in my house. I'm just telling my friends.
This is my house now.
Oh, boy.
I think it would be fun. He would be fun, dude. He would really be fun.
I think he's smart enough as an actor to roll with something like that. Like, say we started talking about it, and he was visiting.
Yeah,
I think he would totally roll with it.
It would be great. I would let him watch my house and my dogs.
Totally.
I'd probably come back. It wouldn't be any, but I know they were supposed to go outside. Just let them free. Dude, really? I was hammered.
They have dogs.
I was drinking your whiskey. All of it.
There's a lot of people that I've thought of, that would be awesome to sit and talk with.
Mr. Rogers.
Melissa McCarthy.
Yes, I would love to talk to her.
I would totally hang with her.
Yeah, I think she would be great.
For an entire day.
My foot and kick you right in the face.
For an entire day. Like, just go to places.
Yeah, hang out with her.
Yeah. She's funny. She has no shame whatsoever. And same thing with most of the people on that come from Saturday Night Live, and I've said this in the past, like, their comedy is the greatest. It's so funny.
Yep.
It is so funny. And they have no shame whatsoever. They'll do whatever.
We've talked about this before. I would love to hang out with Paul Rudd.
Totally.
And Ryan Reynolds together.
That would be pretty fun.
That would be so awesome. Like, or do a movie with them, as we said before. That would so. We're not actors, but we can try.
I can do the best I can.
Don't give me crap. I can do it.
I did stuff in high school.
Yeah. I acted on a video.
I was in an independent film once.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was a short.
I started doing one, and then all of a sudden they ran out of budget money.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
That happens.
It kind of sucked. It was a good horror movie. It was actually coming out pretty good, and I was the killer. And they were like, we just want to let you know we ran out of money. And I was like, what? I was like, how much you need? I was like, I wanted to finish it so bad. He's like, yeah, we need like freaking $10,000. I was like, yeah, I got $10. I mean, how's that? And they're like, sorry, man. I was like, it's all right.
See, there's a lot of independent filmmakers who will go and build a website for donations.
Yeah.
So that are and with the donation comes, like, you get credit in the end credits. So as an executive producer or whatever, you get credits in the end.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. Plus, then you get like copies of the movie, a movie poster, signed this, signed that. But I think that's pretty cool, and I think that more people should utilize some kind of an idea or plan that way.
Yeah.
And they can make their movie and still have the budget to do it.
I don't know if they ever finished it. I have no idea. I mean, I don't know, because I was wearing a mask, a black trench coat, I had like black boots. I was just creepy looking because I had long hair. It was
a
white,
horror
pure
story.
white mask, and my hair was always hanging in front of it, so it freaked people out. So.
Well, yeah. That would be
cool.
pretty. That would be pretty cool. Mine was not a horror short. It was a kind of a nerdy montage of things. So, but my character was creepy.
Oh, geez.
So I was like,
of course they'd make Billy creepy.
Of course, they put me in a barn. Okay, and I was a mechanic in a barn that was like, kind of in a secluded area.
Want me to tighten your lug nuts?
Yeah, pretty much. The main character stops in there because his car ran out of gas, so he's walking around with a gas can trying to find gas.
Yeah.
And he stops at this barn where the mechanic is and asks if he has any gas. But the mechanic is a little bit, he's like, "What size pants you wearing, boy?" It's like,
be better if it was sling blade
the
talk.
The kid turns and runs and he slams into like a piece of machinery and he knocks himself out. And when he gets up and the mechanic's there and he's like, blah, 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 blah. But then it goes into this whole montage where his like nerd crush, he meets up with her at this bus stop, and then they go off, and again, like I said, a montage of things like Star Wars and all this stuff. But what it turns out happens is that when he knocked himself out, he was dreaming the whole thing. It was called Tuesday's Gone, and it is actually, I have a copy of it. It was on streaming for a while, but I don't know. It's been years ago that we did this.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I had to go East Hampton. I had to go to East Hampton to do it. It was fun, though. It was fun. I won't ever forget it.
Yeah, I was excited to do the one here, but it just never got done.
Well.
We did, it was like almost, I can't remember what percentage he basically was saying. He was like, it was like 62% done. And I was like, dude, just finish it. Who cares if you're out of budget? He's like, but we need money. I was like, you don't need money. We'll come up with stuff. He's like, no.
Yeah, you gotta be creative.
Yeah, I was like, come on, man, we can do this. And he's like, no.
Do the rest of the scene. You should do all the most expensive parts, the most expensive scenes first.
Yep.
Then you can do all of the other scenes later on.
Yeah.
And be able to do it outside somewhere, or that really doesn't cost money to be in the woods.
No. Well, it was cool because I don't know who the guy was running the camera, but he was phenomenal. Like, he did the most coolest action shots, or like the coolest part where I'd walk and there was a girl running, and I'd walk and you see my feet just go in the leaves, and the camera was like right here. It was just the way he did it. It was just amazing. And then
you got to give the cameraman the credit, because a lot of times they're in positions they don't want to be in.
No. Yeah.
Laying on the ground, being underneath things, being stuck inside of stuff, and I mean, just to get the right angle, to capture the right moment, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah, he was doing one where he was almost hugging a tree. It was fun.
Exactly. Being behind the camera is just as fun as being in front of it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then going behind the scenes and watching how they do things. It's pretty interesting.
I mean, he did did a whole video back, showed me some of the stuff, and he was like, "Do you like this part? Do you like this part? I was like, "Why are you asking me, man? I'm not the cutter."
Yeah.
He's like, "I just want to know if you like it." I was like, "I don't care.
Just want your opinion."
Yeah, I was like, I mean, yeah, they're pretty cool. I love that shot. I like this shot. This one's not as good, whatever. And he's like, all right. So he tells his cutter to cut this part out, blah, blah, blah. But like I said, we didn't get to finish it, so I was kind of disappointed.
Well, that's,
It was called Mass Murder for Massachusetts.
Oh, that's funny.
I was like, could you come up with a different name?
Yeah, well,
But it was pretty cool. It was fun. It was the first thing I ever did before, so I was excited. I was like, did you have a killer?
Yeah. They're so much fun to do. You become pretty close with the cast members, and then of course the crew.
Yeah, they were actually pretty awesome. They were actually super nice. I never even met them before, and I was like, hey, I want to do this.
Same. I never met any of the people.
Yep.
Like, I only knew like the director via internet for the longest time. So yeah, I never knew anybody.
It's funny because he put it on Craigslist. Who remembers Craigslist?
Oh my goodness!
He put it on there, and he was like looking for a killer, and I was like,
Yeah, you read it and you're like,
what? Like that, and I was like, so I clicked on it and just
Of
wondering
course.
what it meant. And it was like looking for a killer for a movie making in Pittsfield, blah blah blah. And I was like, ooh, and I clicked on it and I typed everything. And I said I always wanted to be one, blah blah blah. I can do my thing. I can act like Michael Myers if you need me to, the way he does, whatever. And they're like, we want you. Boom. They messaged me back like not even 10 minutes. And they're like, come on over, come to Pittsfield. I can't remember where it was, where they did it. I know they did some of it in State Forest.
Yep.
At the top, at the hill where
Yep.
they walked, yeah. They did that one, and then we did a few other spots there. But they were super nice guys. They were super awesome. Super nice
when I
people.
did, I had to go with audition, and they cast me for that part with the mechanic. So I was like, okay, cool. I got some pictures somewhere of the set and everything. It was pretty neat.
Yeah, they I don't know where they got the bone saw from, but I'm kind of concerned.
It concerned you.
And they were like, hey, this is your weapon. I was like,
is this real?
And I looked at them. I was like, where did you get that? And they're like, does it matter? I'm like, yes, it does, because my hand's going to be on it. He was like, you can wear gloves. I was like, absolutely. I slid some gloves on. I held on to it. I was like, I'm not touching it. I don't know where it came from.
Bone saw.
It was awesome, though. I loved that thing. It looked so cool. I was like, this thing's the best. So
they went rummaging around and then closed down the hospital and found it. That's where they got it.
That's another part they wanted. They wanted to go to, where's it? Penthurst in Pennsylvania. The old
Pinehurst?
mental asylum. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't think they'll let anybody in there much anymore.
Now it's an attraction. You can go in there. They'll guide
Can
you
you
to
go
a
in
tour. Yeah. You can't go in there now.
Is that the one? That's not the one with the tunnels, is it?
Yes.
Okay, the tuberculosis one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
They were like, yeah, you can go in there. We want to go there.
That place is creepy.
Yeah, they were like, we want to go there, but we want to do it at night. I was like, you want to go where at night? He's like, Penthurst. I was like, no. He was like, why not?
Sign me up.
Then I was like, all right, let's do it. He's like, you afraid? I was like, nope, don't care. I was like, where?
I'm super afraid, but I love it. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm super scared, but yeah.
Super afraid.
Woohoo!
Let's go.
I think I feared it. But
I'm so afraid I feared it.
So it's almost like saying you feared it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, feared. I feared it. I feared it. So he was like, yeah, we're going to do it on the second level and not the bottom level, because the second level is more built and more creepier. And I'm going, okay, so I have to ask a question. He's like, sure. I was like, am I going to be in a second level by myself, or is there going to be people up there? He's like, oh, you're going to be up there for a few minutes by yourself. So it's going to sound like you're going to move things around and people are going to come walking up there and stuff like that. I'm like, no. He's like, why? I was like, I know about this place. No. Someone's going to be up there with me.
Yeah.
He's like,
you're going to send a crew member.
And he's like, okay, yeah, no problem. So somebody was up there with me just on the mic. So like if somebody called, okay, they're coming up, blah, 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 whatever. So that guy was terrified.
I bet.
Terrified. I was fine walking through, but it's, but it didn't happen, so it didn't make a difference. He was like, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're not doing this. We're not doing any of it. So I went there to investigate it, but that was scary.
Yeah, I bet.
You had to get a whole bunch of paperwork just to go in there, and it cost like $500.
Liability.
Yeah, just in case you're dead and we can't find your body. It's like, all right, cool. But
yeah, if anything happens, it's not their fault.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. But I mean, it was fun, kind of, sort of. I was by myself on the second level, and recording, and then they were downstairs, and they were down in the bottom, and they couldn't hear me. Like I kept calling them, like, "Where are you guys? What are you doing? Hello." Is anyone going to answer me? Nobody answered me. So I walked downstairs. I was sitting on the steps. They said, you've been gone for almost an hour. I was like, no, I haven't been gone for What?
Yeah, lost time.
Yeah, that's what they called it. They were like,
you went through a portal.
Time. You went through it. Did you go back in 80s? No, I didn't poof my hair. I didn't have my crop top shirt.
Yeah, or my MC Hammer pants.
But I did fear.
I did fear.
The ghosts were mad.
Scary stories.
Yeah, I guess. I did it for a while, but
I love ghost hunting.
I want to do it again, but my wife will kill me.
I have this really cool spirit box. So it's not like this. It is the spirit box, but I also have like this amplifier that goes with it.
Yep.
That takes out all of the fuzz.
Oh,
so
nice.
you hear just the voices.
Just the voice, yeah.
Yep. And I'm like, I put that on one day, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to shut that off for now.
Done.
Yeah, I mean, it is creepy, and a lot of it. Sometimes you hear a lot of reverb, and I don't know, but it was the neatest thing I think I ever had. I mean, I do have a digital recorder, and I actually recorded EVPs, and they were loud as day. I asked the question, and the answer was yes twice, and I was like, wow. And there was nobody else there. It was my apartment.
Oh, that's creepy.
All right, so I know there was nobody else there.
It's the dog.
So
it's scary when you get that. You're like, okay.
I thought it was awesome.
No, it is awesome.
It did give me the chills.
Yeah,
it made the
gives you
hair
chills.
stand up on my arms and everything, and I was like, this is a very interesting. This is a very interesting thing. Mom, listen.
Yeah, listen to this. Do you get chills too?
Well, I guess unfortunately it's that time.
Boo. Okay, it's Chuck. This is Chuck and Billy's Night Your Cup of Tea on WTBR 89.7 and WSBR 88.1 Lee.
That was my fault that time.
No, it's all right. We mess it up all the time.
I know.
Okay, so we want to say thank you for listening to the show. We appreciate it, and we hope to have you here next week at 3:30 to 4:30. Take it easy.
See you then.
Merry Christmas and bye.
And there you have it, folks. Another delightful descent into the bizarre spiral that is not your cup of tea. If you managed to make it through this wild ride without questioning your life choices, congratulations. You're officially more resilient than we are. We'd like to extend a massive thank you to all you brave souls who tuned in. You could have binge-watched an entire season of a show with a coherent plot, but instead, you chose to spend your time with us. Truly a heartwarming decision, or a questionable one, depending on how you look at it.
Hey, want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
As you venture back into the real world, remember, life is like our radio show, unpredictable, occasionally messy, and often leaving you wondering why you even showed up in the first place.
It's not too bad. I mean, it should be okay. I'm not too worried about it, really. Don't worry about it. I'm not worried at all.
So, take this wisdom with you. Don't forget your snacks, keep your socks paired, and avoid eye contact with people who pronounce pecan as pecan.
Have you seen my baseball?
So, until next week, keep your chin up and your expectations low. And if you see anything resembling common sense, be sure to steer clear. Remember, ignorance is bliss, especially when you're binging on questionable comedy.
Yeah, baby.
Catch you next Wednesday, my fellow misfits. Stay wild, stay weird, and for heaven's sake, stay away from the salad. Until next week, this is not your cup of tea, and you definitely get no sugar. Until then, take care.